ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Swamp Talk. Here's your hosts, Sean Miller and Corey Burr.
All the audience. Well, they came back from the dead because they're right over there. All right, settle down.
Well, you know our guns ain't going to do shit with zombies.
No, they're not. That's why I didn't bring my gun. I'm not packing today. Welcome to Swamp Talk. Tonight, we got a special guest. He's an award-winning animation director based in London. Awesome. This is our third person from the UK.
Yes.
No one will beat Jamie, though. Rest in peace, Jamie.
Yeah, R.I.P. Jamie.
He's got his own animation called Jazz Cow.
I kind of want to see this.
I really wanted to say Jizz Cow.
Jizz Cow?
Yeah, it's an animated sitcom, and he started on Kickstarter, about a cow who reluctantly leads a group of artists, poets, and misfits in resisting Dr. Pop's...
Come on, you can do it. I have faith in you.
Technocratic
yes.
world of algorithms and fake filters. So
it just froze for a moment.
We did that on purpose because he was struggling to pronounce a word. So. Technical difficulties.
And ladies and gentlemen, here's our guest, John Lumgair.
Hello. Lumgair, yep.
All right.
Thank you.
Nailed it.
I came straight out of the swamp.
Oh, perfect. Just like us.
Nice. The swamps of the UK.
Ooh. I hear it gets very boggy out there.
Yeah.
Well, actually, where I live in South London, that used to be bogs. All of it used to be bogs until 150 years ago or something.
Oh, wow. What happened? Did they just dry up?
Space to build.
Oh,
no,
they just built over
just
it?
Like,
whoa, what the fuck
That's why
is
houses
this?
are like...
It was banana cake.
No, the first time we had a guest from the UK, Jamie, we got into huge conversations about how you guys don't have air conditioners, and then, because the joke's got to run on, I also brought it up with our other guest, Pootalk. Or Poofinger. That was
Pootalk.
Yeah, that's the name of the episode. About air conditioners and how only the
elite out there.
The elite has air conditioners. And now Jamie, from our 100th episode, we just heard that Jamie is now leading a revolution to bring ACs to the UK.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been part of that, the protests?
Well, we do have windows. So we can, when it's hot, we open the window.
Oh.
Sometimes we close the curtains to stop the sun coming in. But it's only hot for like 1 month a year. We don't know what month it'll be. It'll be but we'll get a month at some point in the year. And then the rest of the year it's cold anyway, so we don't really need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we spoke to him, it must have been
it was
hot
the
month.
heat. It was the heat wave when the houses were catching on fire.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because it was hot where we were, but he was like boiling.
Yeah, and then we complain like anything, and we're just like, oh, I hate it. As soon as it's over, we're like, it's too cold. I hate it. It's too cold.
Yep.
And that's basically we complain all year round. It's just what we do in the UK.
Well, at least it's not just us that complains all year round. Because our weather is crazy. Last week it was 60 degrees, sunny, and outside now the streets are covered in ice, and it's been snowing for the past 2 days.
It's gross. It's raining. It's sleeting. It's slushing.
Windstorm temperatures in like the teens, and it's like, how do you go from 60 degrees to that? And then in another week it's going back up to where it was. So.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what 60 is because we use a whole different system.
So ours would be.
I don't.
I don't know the
math for it.
For Celsius. Fuck. Actually, that's what cell phones are for.
Yeah.
We'll just do this
figure that
real
out.
quick.
Was it like 10?
60. Where's that little degrees sign?
Just say degrees and it just knows what you're talking about.
No, there's the symbol. They put it
because it's when you type it in, you put in 60 degrees and then it goes 60 degrees to Celsius.
You're the only country that uses that one, right?
So 10 degrees Celsius.
Oh, I was right.
Yep.
Wow. Genius.
Spot on. He knows his UK culture, I guess. Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah, we are the only ones that use Fahrenheit, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And we're like some of the only people that still do daylight savings time.
No, he does.
Well, we do daylight savings, which
Okay.
is why it's a slightly odd time today, and it is actually still bright, which is it's the first podcast I've done in the light so far.
Yeah, it's been
we don't
about a
usually-
week now where it's been getting darker at like 7 o'clock and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's nice.
It's weird because now you look outside and now there's snow, and you're like, oh, all right. It's getting dark around summertime hours, and we still have snow. This is great.
Ooh, so today, got the good old Genesee.
Genesee cream.
That's
ad.
now $5.
And they changed the can again, so
So we don't have that one in the UK. My experience of American beer, I have to say, I wasn't impressed.
It's
but
no, yeah, we have shit. It's literally shit beer.
This is
It's
the
one-
cheapest you can get.
Yeah, it was $3 for a 6-pack.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
$3 for 6.
Yeah,
That's nothing.
I don't. It's super cheap.
Yeah, it's cheap, but it's one of the better cheap ones.
Yeah, it actually has more flavor than some of like the
Like you
more
buy
name
Pabst,
brand stuff like
you buy
Miller
Pabst
Lite
for like
and-
$10 a 6-pack, and
Yeah.
it doesn't taste any.
Our beer is crap. Unless you're buying like a craft beer that's made in the United States, our beers are just they're shit. There's no way around it. I'll literally go out of my way to buy beers that are imported. They may be like $4 or $5 more expensive, but you get a better flavor from my experience.
Or a flavour, maybe.
Yeah, a flavor, anything, just not carbonated water that kind of gets you drunk.
So I booked you back in December,
And then he fucked up last week.
and then I fucked up because I put it in my calendar wrong. I didn't realize until 7 o'clock at night, and I was like, oh.
He's asleep.
I was like, damn, I hope he reschedules, and luckily you did a week later. So I was pretty on top of it. I set like 5 alarms to remind me on my calendar.
This is actually
you were
early
up.
for
You were
him.
up late.
Yep, I'm always up late.
Even if he's not out of the house until about 5 or 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So this is
man.
really early for Mr. Miller.
Yeah, it's the weekend. So yeah, and then when we booked back in December, we said 1 o'clock for us and 5 o'clock for you, or 6 o'clock for you. So when I checked the time, the difference, it was like there was an hour difference. I'm like, I thought it was 5 hours, but now you didn't have your daylight savings time yet.
Yeah.
That makes
I think that's
sense.
next week.
Yeah.
Really? So it's even different days. That's crazy.
Yes. We have this 2-week lag, and I don't from you guys, and I don't know why it happens, and it messes
Probably
up everything.
seasonal or
It might
something.
have something to do with like sun placement and some
Yeah.
weird stuff like that.
But it
Yeah,
messes up meetings because I had a meeting scheduled this week, and it was in the diary at 2, and then it changed to 1, and it totally threw me.
Yeah.
I was only like 5 minutes late when I noticed, but still, you kind of come in all flustered and confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The daylight savings I wish would be one of those
We're supposed
things.
to be.
Yeah,
getting
it's
rid of
supposed to
it.
be gone. Like we were supposed to have a vote, I think, last year to get rid of it, and it kind of like something happened to where the vote just.
I think they
nothing
said
came of
yeah,
it.
and then they
Yeah,
just didn't do
they
anything.
said yeah, and then they just didn't do anything about
Like,
it.
yeah,
They're like,
let's
yeah,
cut
David,
it.
set your clocks back, and now set your clocks forward. And I'm like, I thought we voted to get rid of this finally again. And I don't know. It's these old school things. I just feel like with modern day, we could get rid of them.
They're based around farming, and I guess people do
Yeah.
farm still.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't eat. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
could-
even know how.
I mean,
how it
farmers could
works,
still
really.
do it. We don't need to live by that. Farmers are a different
Only
breed.
Farmers are on their own time.
They really are a different breed. Like they do everything. They know how to do anything. They're mechanics. They're master craftsmen. Like they really are just their own breed.
Yeah.
Well, they're in touch with reality, and we just are in these digital squares.
Yeah, we're zombies.
Yeah.
We're literally in squares right now as
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
we're
we
doing
are.
this podcast.
So, Jazz Cow Can you
Yes.
tell us a little more about that? Like, where'd you got the inspiration and the idea for it?
Yeah, so inspiration was kind of similar to you guys, I think.
Breeze.
Yeah, a group of us were just used to chat and laugh into the night and did this repeatedly. And one night, one of the guys was flicking through a book on superheroes, well, they're cartoon animals. And they all were kind of the same pattern. And then we said, well, what happens if a cow got superheroes, superpowers? Because it's always like a really cool animal. And why are the superhero qualities always to save the world? And why are they always like this? So someone said, yeah, why didn't you have a cow with a superhero ability to play jazz? And at that point, we were all just laughing our heads off. And one of the guys, he grabs a sketchbook and he draws this cow, which is absolutely hilarious, and shows it to us. We wake up the next morning, and then we're talking about it, and we're like, we've got to make that thing. So that was its origin, but it's obviously been on a bit of a journey since then.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We definitely have to check that out. Is it on? It's on YouTube, obviously, right? Or do you have your own streaming source?
So we've done little clips, and there's a promo video that will be out hopefully next week, which is a mixture of me talking about it and a few little clips. But we've got a script, and we've got the characters designed and all of these different things in place. So we're actually trying to raise money to make the pilot episode.
Okay.
So
Still awesome.
And
you got the whole concept and everything ready to go.
Yeah. It's exciting,
cool.
But also terrifying. 'Cause
Yes.
we've done all this work, and then we've got to raise the money to actually make the thing. But
Yeah. Story of our lives.
and my mood goes up and down. Some days I'm like, yeah, we'll easily make the money. And then most days I'm like, I think we're sunk.
Best advice, don't give up and don't go off of viewership. I mean, obviously viewership means a lot, but just keep doing what you do, because it's all about the algorithms now, and you just got to wait for you to appeal to these algorithms, and then eventually
Which is
you'll
the
take
irony
off.
it's the irony of the whole thing, because the whole premise is Jazz Cow is fighting the algorithms. He's fighting that whole system.
The irony.
And so we're always in this kind of paradox where we're saying, fight the algorithms by liking, subscribing, commenting.
Yes, that's perfect.
Yep. Where did you make it on? What program did you use?
So originally we did a little thing that went around festivals. It was like a tester video with a guy called Silas, who's incredible, who did all the voices, and we did that in Flash, in the really, really early versions of Flash, actually. And it's crazy to think back on the technology we were using. Now I use a program called Toon Boom Harmony, which is a Canadian bit of software, and do a little bit of stuff in After Effects. And then we'll be working with a studio in Argentina, and they use various different bits of software, so it will probably be a mismatch of different things.
That's cool.
Nice.
We have a little bit of
Yeah,
experience with.
we played a little bit with the Adobe animations.
Yeah.
And,
Which one?
Thing came
Because
really crazy.
there's one that's the one that came off, which was basically Flash 2.0,
Mhm.
and that one's okay. I mean, you can do some amazing stuff in there, but then there's another one called, I don't know what it's called, and I was experimenting with it, and it was doing these weird things and trying to copy the movements of my nieces, and when I got them to do movements, and it just had no idea, and it was really annoying.
It came with the Adobe Suite. I just downloaded it. I think it's called
Yeah, there's
Animations. And
there's
it's
two in there.
Click and drag. Oh, there's two in there.
Yeah, one of them is a decent piece of software, and then one of them is this weird motion capture type thing.
Oh yeah, we didn't use the motion capture.
Which
probably
may be decent,
should.
but I couldn't make it any good.
Ah,
But maybe I didn't play long enough with it. I was
Yeah.
just like, what is this?
Yeah, that's like the thing with that. You got to play around. You got to look up videos and research.
Yeah.
Do all this stuff if you're not taking a class for these things.
Yeah, BCC, community college, used to have Adobe classes.
Yeah.
I wish they still had it because I would love to take some actual classes.
They didn't offer shit for music when I was there. I think they offered music theory, which is definitely like a good class to take, but that was it when I was there. They didn't,
but then I'm always a bit like, I think the thing with music is playing with other people. There's magic there. Yes. When it's doing art, seeing other people's work, there's magic there. But when it comes to a lot learning stuff, I mean, I don't know if it's any good, but do you know Rick Beato? He's a music producer and YouTuber. His YouTube channel is incredible, and he sells his course for we paused.
Freezing up.
Oh yeah. Fuck. Where did he pause?
He paused right at when he was saying he was a music producer.
Yes, the music.
Oh yeah. So yeah, there's this guy Rick Beato, and he teaches, or Beato, he teaches like music theory, and sells courses on it. And because he's such a good communicator, I often think, wow, if I took his course, maybe I might understand this stuff, and probably more than I would in a formal lesson. But I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, when I was in music theory, I did learn a lot, but I guess it all depends on who's teaching it.
Oh.
Because I had a really boring teacher that would, like, obviously put you in situations that brings you outside your comfort zone, but when I was taking this class, I had a certain objective that I was trying to accomplish, and she was like, oh, well, you need to come in with your own lyrics, and I'll play this little piano number for you, and you're going to sing to it. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I was like, I literally told her, I was like, I can't sing. I was like, if you want the windows to break in this classroom, then you will have me sing in front of you. If you care about anything glass in this classroom, don't have me sing.
Glassroom.
You don't sing in greenhouses.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the skit on SNL. It was with I forgot the actor's name, but also with Justin Bieber. And Justin Bieber like fucked up. I don't know if he fucked up or not. Maybe it was part of the script, but it was so good because he was like, "Oh, it's Gleice to see you," and the guy's like, "Gleice, Gleice," and then that was just the whole joke for the rest of the skit. It was like, "Yeah, that's pretty Gleice of you." So good. Gleice. And Justin Bieber's like losing his shit.
You paused mid sentence, but I think I got the flow of what you were saying.
Oh yeah, it's
about the music. Yeah, about the music theory thing.
Yes.
So we've got a music theory joke in the episode we're trying to raise money for, because they crack codes using John Coltrane's music, and John Coltrane does the Circle of Fifths in Giant Steps, and yeah, we have a kind of plot joke thing around that.
So there's like some like elaborate thought behind this too, which is pretty cool.
Oh god!
But hopefully not. If you hate music, you'd still love it. I hope.
Yeah. No.
Well, I can't imagine anybody really hating music fully.
Yeah. No.
There's got to be some sort of music.
What movie was I watching? It was one of Robin Williams' last movie. It was like Father of the Year Son. And he's trying to relate to his son. He's like, "You like music, right?" And his son's like, "I fucking hate music." I was like, "Who hates music?" And it was like my favorite line. Like, even to this day, I'll joke with my wife and I'll be like, "I fucking hate music."
It's such a weird thing because you never think like anyone would ever say that.
I've not heard anyone say that, but there was someone who was saying, "I don't really see the point of listening to music." I was like, "You don't see the point? I don't even understand how that is how you think."
Maybe they find relaxation in other methods.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird to me.
Yeah, it is. Who the fuck doesn't listen to music?
Somebody who
Depraved
likes
people.
total silence.
I like total silence.
I
still
like
listen
total
to
silence.
I mean, I like silence, but total silence to the point where like you can hear the blood in your ears like flowing. I don't know about that.
Well,
Yes, people. That is a phenomenon. Actually, you start to hear cracking. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like the quietest.
I've always wanted to do that room.
That room where you can hear your
the
organs
quietest
working?
room.
Yeah,
in
I was
the
about to
world.
bring that up. I
Yeah.
was literally just about to say that.
There's like a challenge or something.
I think
like
it's Microsoft who built it.
Yeah, and you can like I think the longest somebody's lasted was like 3 minutes in there, and any
I thought it was
longer.
like 17 or something.
Wow.
Was it? Yeah, it's like
It's-
a minuscule amount of time.
It's dark,
Considering.
like super dark, and it's just really quiet.
But it's like you end up going insane because of like you start hearing your organs and the blood and everything inside your body. I want to experience it, but not to the point where I'm driving myself mad.
Yeah. You don't want to torture yourself. It's just
No.
curiosity.
Yeah, curious. Like a total silence. I want to experience actual total silence.
Complete silence.
Complete silence.
I mean, listen to music in there must be awesome.
Yeah.
Probably hear more.
I wonder if they've even tried that.
Let's try to listen to music in here.
You don't hear anything.
Yeah, there's nothing.
It's because the room it's got those spikes like protruding from the ceiling, the walls.
That sounds terrifying. like you're
it's
in a
all
horror
foam.
movie.
Yeah, but it's all foam, but it's like it looks fucking crazy. Like this
Yeah.
room.
You're not even standing on an actual floor. You're on like some kind of platform.
Yeah, elevated up because they have the spikes underneath it. It's crazy.
It's just surrounded by padding. It's a cool room. The door is like this thick.
And the craziest thing
Wow.
is that foam isn't cheap. Like you can
No.
get the cheap knockoff stuff where it's like a 12 by 12 and it's got like the little tiny spikes on it or whatever you would call them. I think they call them egg carton style.
Yeah.
But they sell them and you can get like a pack of like 65 for like $90, but like the actual like quality music stuff is like hundreds of dollars for one panel, and it's like this panel is like you probably can't even see it from up there, but we'll use like it's the size of maybe one of these pictures, and it's like hundreds of dollars for a panel that size.
Wow.
It's just crazy to think of like imagine how much one of those spikes cost. It's just a foam spike, but because it eliminates sound, now like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Foam costing.
Microsoft.
Yep, Microsoft
That's the
Foam.
name of this episode.
They've got the money.
Yeah,
That they do.
They definitely do. Let's get into some of these news stories I got.
Oh, and it's a Canadian one too.
Yeah, I tried to stay on topic.
Wait, can you start with number 2?
Yeah, we can start with number 2. Humpback sex. Photographed for the first time, and both whales were male.
Oh my God! So
They-
what's his name was right about the water turning the frogs gay?
Oh,
Alex
the
Jones.
conspiracy guy.
Alex Jones.
Alex
They're turning the
Jones.
Yeah.
frogs gay.
It's elevated now, and now the whales are affected by this water.
But I guess humpback
So it's
whales.
gone into seawater because wasn't he talking about like rivers?
Yeah, he was. He was talking about rivers and I think lakes.
Oh no! And the salt's
You
just
know,
going to
where-
preserve
Where
that.
does all that water go? Empties
He
into the
didn't
ocean.
go hard enough on his conspiracies.
He underestimated how far this has gone.
It's gone beyond the swamp.
Clearly, far beyond the swamp.
But yeah, they never.
Oh shit! It's in Hawaii.
Yeah, I don't think they've ever filmed or photographed humpback whales mating. So scientists confirm.
I don't even know how they do it. Like I don't know what their
it's-
anatomy is even.
Scuba diving. I don't.
Oh my God! Do you want to be a scuba diver near that?
That's a big, huge whale cock cum shot.
I knew you were gonna say it.
Scientists confirmed sighting of 2 same-sex marine giants.
Marine giants.
Yeah, marine giants. copulating in amorous encounter off Hawaii coast. Humpback whales have been observed having sex for the first time. Humpback whale. Sometimes it doesn't make sense until you read it a second time.
They haven't been.
Yeah,
observed
they've never.
until now.
Yeah, I just said that they've never been filmed or photographed until now. With this landmark moment having an interesting twist.
Landmark moment.
Because you froze
you
again,
know,
but
they're giant marine animals.
Yeah. Despite decades of research on humpback whales, sightings of the male's penis have been rare. I hate
God,
how
I
far
hope
away
so.
this is.
I wouldn't want to see it. I don't think.
There's people out there like actively searching for their penises. The elusive whale penis has evaded us again.
Oh, they're probably super pumped because now they saw two whale
Two of
penises.
them. Yeah, that's.
And it
I
just
wonder
goes-
if like when one of the male whales was done, like he like flipped over and let the other one take a turn.
I don't know if it goes into that much detail. Then it kind of just repeats itself that, it's never
Is this
been...
how they?
Classic
Like-
article, right? You write the thing, and then you keep repeating yourself
Yeah,
to the
and
bottom.
then you repeat it in different words.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they never documented. Two photographers captured images of the sexual encounter between two whales off the coast of Hawaii. It already said that.
And it looks like one of these scuba
Here's-
divers was named Alec Jones.
I told you, the water's making the whales gay. The sighting confirmed by scientists in a newly published study occurred in January of 2022 in waters west of the island of Maui.
R.I.P.
Where two whales approached and circled
whale
a boat
males.
before engaging in sexual activity about 3 to 5 meters below the vessel. So they saw this vessel and was like, yeah, this is the spot. This is where we get down and dirty.
5 meters below their vessel. I couldn't help myself.
I remember in an earlier episode, I believe one of the fun facts I had was that humpback whales have never been documented mating.
And
here-
the first one.
here we
now
are.
you've got it.
We're two males.
Many years later, we got them, and they're two males.
So maybe
Is that why they're going extinct? Or maybe they're not. Are they going extinct? I heard they were, but
They might be
This could
endangered,
be,
but this
yeah.
could be wise because
it's not actually from humans hunting them. It's the lack of reproduction
Yeah.
going on.
whatever's
The
in that
males.
water that Alex
The whale
Jones is
males.
talking about has leaked into the ocean, and now it's making the whales
You know what
gay,
it is?
which is okay.
The plastic. Plastic's
Yeah.
turning the marine animals gay.
There we go, plastic.
it's the plastic straws
Yep.
Yeah, it's the plastic
Doing it.
straws.
It's
that the
that
turtles have
giant-
been eating.
yeah,
The giant
turtles.
floating islands of plastic that
Yep.
we have scattered about Earth.
Yeah, yeah, microplastics.
Well, one day
And that-
we'll be living on those plastic islands.
One day we'll be injecting microplastics into our body. 'cause
We don't
our-
need to because we're
our
already
plastic is too low.
It's already in our water. They've
Yeah.
come out and said that there's microplastics
I know, but
in our water
it'll
now.
soon be like sugar in your blood, but your plastics are getting low, so you gotta take an instant shot of plastics.
You go to the doc. I'm not feeling right, doc. Yeah, your plastic levels are dropping abnormally low. We'll fix you right up.
Just inject you with
Shove a
microplastics.
Barbie doll up your ass. Take your suppository.
These are the finest of plastics that we inject into you.
Here's a Ken doll.
Yeah. We'll just grind that. It's like the episode of South Park where they inject money into people.
Oh
with
yeah,
AIDS.
the cure for AIDS. Yep.
Yeah.
That was Magic Johnson's cure for AIDS was money.
South Park. They think of everything.
I mean, they're not wrong. You pay enough money, you're gonna be cured.
yeah. Yeah.
They're geniuses, the South Park guys.
Yep. Those druggy, acid-taking, creative minds of South Park
Yeah.
really know how to. I feel like they're falling in line with Simpsons now. You you create so many episodes of shit that
Yeah,
eventually you're going to start predicting things.
Yep.
But Simpsons was like strangely accurate. And it's, you really kind of question, like, is this guy really a time traveler?
Conan Bryant.
I saw a comedian on YouTube yesterday who was going through jokes he made 10 years ago and then connecting them to news stories of things that then later happened that were based on his jokes.
Wow.
Damn. Maybe he's a time traveler.
Maybe history...
I think it's comedians. I think it's comedy.
Yeah,
it's comedy or
comedy,
the
time
people
traveling.
who decide how history is going to happen are just real, like, big fans of, like, comedians and Simpsons.
They said, this is a good episode.
This is a really good episode. We should really recreate that elevator scene with Trump.
Yes.
Family Guy.
Yes.
Predicted the Boston bombing. Well, in a way.
In a way, yes.
In a way.
Yeah. It was...
except it was Peter riding a bike through a crowd of people at the Boston marathon.
Yeah.
Not quite the same.
Not the same, but...
There's still blood.
I feel like if Family Guy put a bomb going off at the Boston Marathon, that episode wouldn't be allowed to air. Just saying. So they had to tweak it a little bit, but there's some weird stuff going on with the creativity of these show writers.
It's comedy.
I remember after September the 11th, George Bush got in some film directors into Hollywood to help for them to predict what the next thing could be.
Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like we're just giving terrorists ideas. Is like...
Yeah, I've got a friend that's got a film idea, and he says, I don't want to share it with anybody because I don't want anyone to do my idea.
Yeah, it's bad. Like, we're at that point in time.
I watched a show that came out in, like, 2016. I think it was called The Last Survivor. It was about this guy who stayed behind this huge meeting at, like, what's the capital house? They just had the insurrection. What the fuck is it called? Why am I not thinking of it? Yeah, it was in Washington. Well, he was designated survivor. That's the name.
Oh,
he stayed behind.
I saw the series on Netflix.
The building got blown up, and everyone died, pretty much. And this guy became president.
What happens?
This guy became president. And the shit that happened in that show happened a year later when Trump became president. Like, people sending... immigrants elsewhere, which has happened.
Yeah.
Governors not listening to the president, which has happened. And everything that happened in that show, besides everyone dying and some dude, a dude that we didn't want became president anyways.
Yeah, well, the way that everything's going right about now, get ready for round 2.
I watched that, and then everything started happening after I watched the show, and I was like, that was on Designated Survivor. They fucking predicted this shit. Sending a plane
or they inspired
of immigrants back to...
I'm just saying, like, it could have been inspired by... instead of predicting, like, it's always the word, they predicted.
Oh, they predicted.
Are we
They're
sure
like,
it wasn't inspired?
No, 'cause this was before this happened.
Oh, okay.
It was before.
It was before.
Yeah.
Yeah, our Minister for Health, he said he watched the film Pandemic, and that changed the way that the British government were following, decided the route they were going to go.
That was another good one. That was almost exactly how everything went down.
Yeah.
And he literally said he was influenced by the film.
Yeah.
There was
yeah,
I can't
it makes
remember. Sense. There was a movie too from back in the day that
Outbreak?
No, it
wasn't.
Monkey? No. Wait. No.
I really want to
It wasn't.
Pandemic,
there was like a couple
movie.
movies. I can't remember, but it started with like a rat, and like they were designing like this virus from a rat, and then it ended up like going to... I can't think of the fucking name. It's gonna really bother me. I hate getting old. But I just remember they were in an airport and they landed after they found out that the guy was on the plane and shit. And when they got off the plane, nobody was in the airport. And they go to leave, and all the doors are locked, and they look outside, and it's just like they have it locked down in like quarantine. Maybe it was quarantine. I'm an idiot. I just had to wait to say the word, I guess. Yeah, Quarantine 2, I think it was.
The found footage.
But
movie?
like all the quarantine movies were kind of like the basis of how they handled the pandemic. They're like, lockdown, this and that. Don't let anybody leave their house. Like in some places, not in the United States, because we really didn't give a shit. But in China, they literally did not let them leave.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And New
that's
Zealand.
scary.
Yeah, New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand. Like, that's terrifying.
I love the
because
pandemic.
it's only a matter of time until our governments start doing
That was like
shit.
probably the best era of our lifetime was the pandemic.
Yeah.
Honestly,
fantastic.
looking back on it,
the best 6 months ever. Actually, I'd say the best year.
Yeah, it was a year.
It was a good year.
When things started to come back, but they enforced like social distancing, that's when it was the peak of like the greatness of the pandemic. Because you would go to like watch a movie in the movie theaters, and you would have a whole row to yourself because of social distancing. It's like, oh yeah, I could get used to this. Yeah. I do not want to be next to some strange, sweaty, smelly dude this whole
my
fucking
favorite
time. Like,
was spring into summer. That was the best time, spring and summer.
Yeah.
Couldn't go anywhere, saved a bunch of money. The beginning was amazing. You know, you got all this free money and...
Well, that was for a year straight. I have regrets because I went back to work. I shouldn't have done that.
You got an extra $600.
I didn't. I actually made less by going back to work because they're like,
Yeah.
oh, we'll give you hazard pay. But it's going to be taxed.
I got so many vacations that year. It was fantastic.
Oh, I got my vacations because I was like, well, if I'm putting my life at risk, you at least deserve me vacations whenever I want. Like,
I had 4 vacations. I didn't even use all 4 of my vacations.
you
but I
don't
took 4
use your
vacations.
vacations.
No, because
every year.
I got two voluntary furlough weeks. So I technically had 6 vacations.
You should have taken it all. Because...
Well, and I took a 2-week vacation.
Yeah, I would have. Looking back on vacations now, I really wish I used all the time that I had instead of just taking payouts and stuff.
Yeah. What was it like over in the UK?
It ain't worth it.
Was it the same?
It was a real mixture for different people. So, it's frozen.
We can still see you though, and
You can still
you're
see
yeah, you're still moving for us.
I get little bits just drop out at different points, so I'm like slightly struggling to follow at times. But yeah. Oh, it's paused again.
Like I understand what you're saying, but we're still getting your audio.
I don't understand.
So it's just
Okay,
I think it's
I'll
just pausing
just-
the video.
Yeah. So in the UK, we had a bit of a class divide in many ways, because those that were kind of, if you like, the laptop class were able to work from home, and people were being furloughed.
So
and then you
jealous.
had so many people that were going out and having to work and having to earn the money for the massive percentage of the population that were paid not to be at work.
Yes.
And it was all very, very unfair, but then I don't understand how you could have done it any differently. I mean, it was a nightmare for us because we live in a tiny flat, and my wife was working she was doing social housing for the government, and that was a nightmare because they had all these extra rules they had to follow. But she was constantly on the phone, and I can't do any work when she was on the phone, and loads of our clients just went, we're just not going to spend any money at the moment. So it was a bit of a kind of slightly crazy time for us.
It was basically the same. I got to work
except
from home.
for me. I mean, I worked at a warehouse that claimed that they were essential, but they just sold high-end handmade rugs to like high-end customers all around the world, and that allowed them to be considered valuable.
Essential.
Yeah, essential.
People need their rugs.
Yeah, because for some reason, people being locked up, they were just like spend crazy. Everybody wanted to spend mad money.
Those with money spent it.
Yeah. That they did.
People were doing up the houses. People were some people, it's just an extended 2-year holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was. Kids especially. Oh, my God. I wish I was in school during the pandemic. Being able to just, like, turn your fucking camera down so it's, like, pointed at your keyboard and just be like, yeah, I'm listening. And just play video games.
Down in Connecticut, they hated at-home school.
Oh, I'm sure. But, like, I hear stories of how kids, like, would be like, oh, yeah, I would just either tilt my camera down or tilt it up towards the ceiling, and I would just play video games the whole time. And then all they do is make you take a test at the end of the week to make sure you're listening, and all you have to do is just study right before the test. I'm like, dude, you got this all figured out. Like, props to you, man. I literally studied anytime they told me to study, and I still failed those tests. I would just like blank, and it's still to this day. I'll know the knowledge, but as soon as you put it in front of me and ask me a question, I just blank for some reason.
It's
weird.
Let's get into the grab bag.
God, I was hoping we would forget about this.
Absolutely not.
I wish the camera got that. He went to shake the grab bag up, and it literally teared at the bottom, and all the nips just fell out of the bag.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I don't
so
have
Are they
good.
broken?
No, they're plastic. That's why they want to get rid
They're
of them.
plastic.
Yeah. So
Oh wow! I thought they would be glass.
they do sell some that are glass, but typically they're plastic, and this is the main reason why they want to ban them, is because we got homeless people on the streets just drinking them whenever they can get them because they're $1, $2. They can easily raise that money, and then they just litter them instead of throwing them in one of the trash receptacles that we have scattered about our streets.
All right, so this is today's grab bag is gonna be called grab rag.
Dude, that's not a rag. That's a fucking $80 blanket.
Grab rag, grab.
Is it one that
You're
made?
on the mouse.
Oh shit! I'm on the mouse. All right.
Did you make it in your rug shop?
Yes.
Your rug factory.
No. I bought this one. This is actually a custom blanket from one of my favorite bands. It's just a normal like frilly style blanket, but they charged $80 for it. Go figure.
Right.
Should only
Wow.
be like
Here's
10
the grab
bucks.
rag. Grab rag.
Grab rag.
Reaching a rag.
What did you grab?
I don't know. They can't see. I'm trying not to. I don't want to cheat.
This is. Why didn't you use the Target bag?
Because it has stuff in it. Here we go.
The Target bag.
I got watermelon ice 101.
Man, I was really hoping he was going to get that peppermint. He bought a 101 peppermint schnapp or a 100 proof peppermint schnapp earlier.
that
I
in
don't
the
even
rag.
know where the entrance is, dude.
You got to make it.
Are you serious? Hang on.
Look.
I feel I should drink something. I've
Yeah,
got my
go
water.
for it.
It's then at least I'm with you in some way. I guess if I'm drinking water, I should eat the pickled egg.
Oh, he's drinking water. We got to eat the pickled egg.
Oh, no. There's only 3 shots.
Yeah. Grab bag, grab bag. We
just
really
thought
need to
about-
go on Fiverr and buy this song.
There's like over a 35% chance that I can grab that fucking peppermint one.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to this.
I don't think it would be that bad. Reach in the bag. What did you grab?
Oh, thank God.
Ah, bananas. That's Allen's,
Oh,
isn't
it's
it?
banana ice?
Oh,
Dude.
So what-
come
oh
on.
yeah. No, they're not Allen's. That's right. They're ice.
But
So
what
I
are
have
you
a
even-
menthol banana
I don't know if
shot.
it's menthol or not.
So these
101.
these don't sound nice.
No, they're not supposed to be.
Oh, dude.
It's too much noise.
That's literally what I'm vaping on. Is a fucking banana ice.
Here we go.
There's your new grab bag. That should last you.
Here we go. Sorry for all the mic noise.
So what's the alcohol content of one of them?
This is 55.5% alcohol.
And mine is 50. Yep, same. 50.5.
Yours is 100. Oh no,
Mine's 101.
I'm thinking of the de-icing.
100 is a bit much.
Here we go.
Hell, mine's a little bit more than 100. Mine's fucking 101 proof. 101% alcohol.
Oh my god, the flavor is amazing.
Oh,
The alcohol is like straight up rubbing alcohol. That's thick. That was thick.
it
Yeah, I
shouldn't
saw-
be thick.
It's very sweet. I really like the flavor, but oh my god, the alcohol part. You can feel it coming out of your nose.
I can feel that I don't want to take this shot.
That's actually better than 99.
Try to do this without all
Wow.
that mic noise that you were creating. It's very hard. Hang on.
Yeah, here, I'll mute you. Oh, never mind. Don't need to. Whew.
Yeah. No, I put it in between. Oh, fuck,
Here we go,
dude. That doesn't
banana
even smell like
101.
banana.
It tastes really good.
Actually. Oh.
It just might be
It's
a
made
little
in
thick.
a lab, right?
Oh, it's got to be designed in a lab. Like, that doesn't even look like an actual banana.
There we go. That's a good shot right there.
That was a good shot. It, like, focused perfectly. Banana ice. I thought it said ace at first. Oh, for anybody that's just tuning in, this is normal for me. I procrastinate as much as I can.
Procrastinations. Or whatever we called it.
Procrastinatios.
Something like that.
It sounded like a pistachio and an Oreo mixed together. All right,
There's a new
cheers.
flavour.
Cheers to our
Cheers.
guest.
Yeah.
You've
cheers.
been great so
I
far.
already drink mine, but yeah.
Fuck.
Ding.
Our first animator, I believe.
I was amazed.
GoPro.
I was at a gig the other night, and it was packed.
All
With
cell
loads of
phones,
young
right?
people. No,
No cell phones.
none, or almost none. And everybody was transfixed on the music. And I
Wow.
was. This is the.
That's awesome.
I feel like that's what Delicate Steve concert would be.
I would give anything, honestly, to experience a concert like that again, because I go to
Just
concerts
checking the
religiously,
Okay.
but they're mostly metal concerts, and I'll sometimes record a performance just because, like, it'll sell out, and I hear people being like, "Oh, please update the venue so I can go to this," and the people who are putting on this show won't update the venue, so in turn they can't go to the show. So me being a respectful person, I'll record the performance and put it on. I can't make anything from it because I immediately get hit with the copyright and this and that, and
Yeah.
that's fine. I'm doing it for the people that can't go to the show because I've been that person, and it sucks. And I hate when venues won't update venues because they have more than the potential to do so, and it just sucks. But yeah, so I'll go and I'll film and I'll do that, and that's about the gist of it.
Ooh.
Are you good,
Is
dude?
that banana?
Yeah, just gas.
Making a
No,
comeback.
he had the watermelon.
I just taste watermelon when I burp.
I took that banana like a champ.
Speaking of bananas, man ejaculated on food while employed at Fort Collins Safeway. That was a good segue into the
That's a
next
bit
news
grim.
article.
That was
a perfect one.
that.
A Fort Collins man recently, or currently, it's the same word.
Yeah,
A Fort Collins man currently facing 14 counts of indecent exposure is under
14.
investigation for allegedly ejaculating on food while he was employed at Safeway.
14 different
grim.
times.
Yeah, dude. This fucking...
That's see, this is why I know it's not around here because I've
no,
never
we don't
heard.
have a Safeway.
Yeah, I've never heard of Safeway.
Don't worry for people who have a
Safeway
Safeway.
is. We have Safeway in the UK.
Oh, so it is UK.
Well, we
All
did.
right.
Well, no, the place is.
I think this is this is Denver. This is
Really?
It's-
We,
yeah, but
it's
Yeah.
Denver. Wow.
So what is a Safeway?
So we just got.
It's a
like,
supermarket.
ah,
well, it is
so
in the UK.
I was gonna
and then-
say we just got all these a few years back around here, and I know that's like popular store out in the UK for groceries. And, well, I see it in videos on YouTube.
I've not seen one in years, actually.
Really? So maybe they're just transitioning over to here.
Do you guys have Dunkin' over there?
Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they exist, but then it's not a big brand. Yeah, I think we do.
That's awesome.
Well, Dunkin' was in Canada, but they got kicked out because no one wanted it.
Well, they have Tim Hortons, but
we've got Krispy Kremes.
Krispy
Krispy Kremes.
But you saying that you have Dunkin' over there, that's like a milestone for Massachusetts, because Dunkin' was created in Massachusetts.
Oh, wait, do you
for
have
a lot
Target?
of people that don't know that. And that's where Dillon Street Boys are from.
All right, because Target's not in Canada either. What about Walmart?
No, Target's like... That's why people say Target, because they think it's like this fancy store. But it's literally fucking...
It's just a more
It was
expensive
made in
Walmart.
America. You guys are fucking... You look so...
Target.
I shop at Target.
I think we're the only.
And if you see American stand-ups, they often make reference to Target. So, can't pass it off as some kind of premium.
It's the
They
posh.
think it's a premium. It's a premium Walmart. That's all it is.
It's just the same shit. I think the stuff they have at Target is shittier quality.
Oh yeah,
but more expensive.
I much rather go to Walmart because I've tested their shit brands, and their shit brands will last longer than Target shit brands. So it's like, who really has the shittier stuff
Still,
for less
certain
money?
things that I won't buy at Walmart. You guys don't have Walmart, do you? You have something else to replace
So
this.
Walmart own Asda, which is a British brand. Yeah.
Okay, so it's
still the same
it's
company.
the same,
It's just a different.
It's the UK
brand,
version or Europe version.
They just bought out a British company many years ago.
I mean, I would say that's cool, but Walmart sucks. They suck so bad. They really
I
are.
don't mind Walmart.
Do you have Lidl?
No, we don't.
No. Wait,
So
what?
that's a German brand, and we've got Lidl next door to us, and it was seen as like really, really
So
cheap.
that's funny.
But it's
'cause
great.
We have a Giant out here. So it's funny that you guys have Lidl out there,
Hold
but
on.
we have Giant over here.
Depending
it's
on
Lidl, but that's maybe German for little. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like it sounded like little,
Little.
but Lidl. You gotta do the German too. It could
Trader
very well be.
Joe's is called something different everywhere, even within the
Yeah.
Trader Joe's, you know Trader Joe's, don't you?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It's it would be something else.
It would be
in the
something
UK.
else over there if they even
You
have
could
it.
Google that right now. We'll see what Trader Joe's is called. In
Yeah,
the UK.
yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see whether we have it at all.
Trader.
I mean, Americans make reference to it. We absorb so much of your stuff that we end up knowing your brands.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to go to a specialized store to get UK candy and shit, which is pretty cool because there's a gas station just
apparently
a couple
Trader
towns
Joe's
away.
is Trader Joe's in the UK.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
thought
they
there was
have
something different.
They have exclusivity, or what did they say?
I thought there was something like fucking, I don't know, some British name.
I've never
Like,
seen one.
Like Jonathan Wellsworth.
Oh no, never mind. Trader Joe's is only in the United States.
Oh, so it's called something different.
Yeah, it would be.
around the United States. I thought it was
I gotta
worldwide.
reword this because apparently Google
That's crazy.
can't figure this out.
Google's not
which-
as good as it used to be.
No, it's not because
Google
I
drives
feel like
me
it
nuts
became
lately.
Page of
oversaturated.
ads.
Yeah. It's oversaturated with a bunch of bullshit, and then you got your ads. What would Trader Joe's be called in the UK?
One of them is I read it and I was like, oh, okay. It was like it was like a Native American name, and I was like, all right, that's a little how did they get away with that? And I don't remember what it was. It was like
our local skating, ice skating team, which is literally down the road from us, used to be called the Redskins until about
like 2
5
years?
years ago.
Yeah, we had, the Washington Redskins, and I mean, they could have changed the name to something that the local Native Americans suggested, but they called them the Washington Commanders now, which is so
But
Okay,
We don't
so
have any
generic.
local.
This is very
an
interesting.
indigenous.
So there is no equivalent to Trader Joe's in the UK.
Oh, okay.
It says that the equivalent would be Aldi's.
Oh, okay. Aldi's isn't
For
even
the United
close
Kingdom,
to
it's
what
Aldi's.
Trader
That's
Joe's
the
is.
closest thing to a Trader Joe's.
That's not even
close.
no.
It's literally not even.
That doesn't make.
This
any
is why I
sense.
hate. Google has literally become shit over the past couple years.
So wait, what was called Redskins over there?
There's our local ice hockey team. We used to be called
okay,
Redskins,
Yep.
which
That's
is
cool.
strange.
We had football team called Redskins.
Did you guys have Indians over there?
No.
No, I mean they obviously have been here, and the guy that- and when the guys came over on the Mayflower, they found someone to translate for them in London. So we've already. I mean, we've had people around for a while, but
Yeah.
You probably breeded. There's probably some.
I
indigenous,
thought that was a weird
Americans
name.
over there.
A UK team was the
yeah, it doesn't make.
But props because we got rid of that over here because
Yeah, but they
of-
could have picked a better name than Commander. Finish up this guy ejaculating in food.
you were really still gonna. I
Yeah, I
tried
gotta
to
finish
sidetrack
it.
it so
I
we
gotta-
didn't have to hear any more
we
about
gotta,
this.
we gotta warn the people to stay
Just
away.
don't eat at fast food.
Yeah, well, in Fort Collins specifically.
No, anywhere. Just don't even take the risk.
Anyways, the investigation began, and so we got this guy who jerked off 14 times in the food that we know about.
He's 32.
Yeah, and now they started investigating in July of 2023, which was last year, when the department reviewed multiple reports of a person who was masturbating outside the business in view of employees. Fort Collins police said many of the incidents happened at the coffee shops. Investigators identified Stephen Masalta, 32, as the suspect. Authorities executed a search warrant at his home in February. Is that February this
Do
year?
you
or
think
last year?
Stephen Masalta's ever sexually assaulted?
Masalta was arrested for 14 counts of indecent exposure. Chief Jeff, this is the name that I love, Swoboda said multiple pieces of evidence were collected during the February search of his home.
we all know what that is.
Investigators found videos that showed.
Wait, the way
Masalta-
you said that, investigators.
Yeah, investigators.
I just pictured like
'Cause this
an
is-
alligator
I'm pretty sure
in
this
like
is-
a top
this is
hat,
Denver.
like taking notes on a little like fucking notepad or something.
Investigators found videos that showed Masalta masturbating and ejaculating on multiple food items at a Safeway grocery store
That
where
nice
he was employed.
glaze.
Now we have listeners in the Denver area, so you know.
Oh, God, run.
This part's for them. The police said that Masalta worked at a Safeway located at 1426 East Harmony Road from December 2023 to February 2024.
All our Denver listeners right now
Yeah.
are just like,
Yeah, you guys listen real
and
good.
now they're puking.
Wasabo. Swoboda said food was not commercially sealed.
Why would you eat it?
That means he's probably jerking off in the bananas. Masalta remains in custody at the Larimer County Jail on a $35,000 cash bond. So, again, that's located at 1426 East Harmony Road from December 2023 to February 2024.
So last month,
Yeah,
he was
last
jerking
month,
off on your
he was
food if
jerking
you were
off
eating there.
on your not commercially sealed food.
So anything that wasn't wrapped up and you ate his
You're
jizz.
probably pregnant now. So,
Well, how would they get pregnant?
you know, they eat the banana and then they're like, this banana's making me horny.
No, I don't. Maybe they were males. And they just start reproducing with themselves.
Oh, man. Well, that's
grim.
Because they drank the water.
yeah. It's because they drink the water.
So
yeah,
the
exactly.
seawater.
Yeah, the around Maui.
Maui seawater.
All right. So when is Jazz Cow hitting the airwaves?
So we're starting our Kickstarter on May the 1st, and so
May the 1st.
by the end of May, we'll find out whether we've got the money, and providing we do, then it'll probably be about a year later we'll have the pilot made, and then
Nice.
How much?
those that supported would see that.
How much money do you need?
So we're looking at about 60,000.
60,000. I mean, I've seen GoFundMe's and stuff like that raise way more.
Oh,
for
yeah.
More fucking like way ridiculous fucking things, and it's like, why are people giving? And then you come to find out, like, if you get, you know, $1 here, $1 there with so many people, it just adds up.
Yeah.
60,000 people. There's your,
It's how-
and all they had to do was invest $1. So
60 ain't bad.
May 1st,
Not bad at
if
all.
you're out there listening, go and fund Jazz Cow. All it takes is $1. If there's 60,000 of you, it's just $1.
Yeah. No, seriously,
Just
it's
$1.
60,000. Yeah.
That, I mean, DSB, Dillon Street Boys, Swamp Talk, we're definitely going to tune in May 1st, and we will contribute.
Oh yeah,
I'm definitely going to
send
contribute.
us the link. We'll
Yeah,
definitely
send us the
contribute.
link after the episode, and we'll just save it, and we'll have it prepped. But we're contributing. So should you. Support Jazz Cow because it's going to be fucking awesome, because they talk about music theory, and I know what that means.
Yeah, they're fighting fake filters. That's the most important part.
No.
Yeah.
They're fighting the algorithm. Did you not pay attention?
Yeah, but also
Yeah,
fake
but the
filters.
algorithm, fake filters, the
Yeah.
kind of
They're fighting
tech taking over, the pings on
social
the phone.
media.
Yeah.
The fact that I was having to do something, I changed a thing on LinkedIn, and they were like, right, you need to verify yourself, and then I had to use my phone, but my
Yeah.
phone wasn't clever enough, and then I had to use my wife's phone, and then it was like logging me out, and then you had to scan this thing, and I couldn't do it, and
Oh,
then she had to
it's
do it, and it was all
such a
of that,
pain.
that annoying.
Yeah.
What
pings
better way than a cow to take it all down?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jazz
exactly.
Cow is here to
Actually,
rescue us from that bullshit, all right? So you need to go and support.
Was he a jazz musician?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a sax player, and so
Nice.
he's got his band, and
Nice.
that's
That's
all.
his
That's all he wants to
superpower.
do
He
is
plays
just play
jazz.
jazz. Yeah,
Oh, man.
and that's all he wants to do.
It's just
but
so
the world is
random.
just not letting him.
That it's just, I
It's
can't-
perfect.
I
It's-
actually can't wait.
It's I'm literally looking forward to this because the things I watch these days, you don't understand. They literally mean nothing to me. Jazz Cow, at least I understand where it's coming from now. So like,
Yeah.
I know what it's about.
When you
And
go on Tinder and you swipe right on that chick and you meet her in real person, you realize that she has a filter. Jazz Cow's fighting that.
yeah. When you're searching a video
I really can't
on
wait.
Google or YouTube and they don't give you what you specifically typed into the search bar,
That's a Jazz Cow.
Jazz Cow's fighting that.
He is.
Do you have any socials that you want to shout out?
Yeah. So actually, if you go to jazzcow.co.uk, you can see the webpage with information about it, and we'll probably forward that to the Kickstarter when we launch. And then if you go to Quirky, Quirky, Motion, Motion, on pretty much all the socials, then that's my company, and you can follow the stuff there.
Nice.
Awesome.
All that will be in the link in
Yep.
the description below.
We'll post that.
Whether
below.
it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or even on YouTube.
Yep.
And the link below.
And for us, be sure to check us out at www.swamptalkpodcast.com. And if you are interested in buying some of our merch that none of us are wearing,
I was
but
going
you know,
to.
you want a good shirt that you just hate so much that you want to burn it and like trash it,
Yeah, buy the
go on over to DillonStreetBoysGeneralStore.com or just click the link from SwampTalkPodcast.com and it'll bring you there. But yeah, check
cut
it out.
Shit.